Well, tell us a little bit about this.
Viper engine is a V10, and it's 500 horsepower, and it's actually, this engine is in our curriculum in our engine repair class because it's in obviously Dodge products, not only in the Viper but in the Ram SRT 10. We've got one that students have taken partially apart. They've taken this one apart a number of times, as well as all of the engines in all of the Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep vehicles. I have a few other engines in here as well that are part of that curriculum. Chrysler's new family of four-cylinder engines, which are found in the Dodge Caliber, the Jeep Compass, the Jeep Patriot. That's also the base engine in the Sebring and Dodge Avenger. It's a double overhead cam with variable valve timing, new technology. And then behind that is an overhead cam, 4.7 liter V8, and then all the way in the back is well, the big word everybody recognizes when you mention it is a Hemi. And that's a 5.7 liter V8, as well as in the Jeep Grand Cherokee over there, there's a Hemi in there. But the students in the engine repair class, for example, not only are going through the curriculum that Moraine requires, but as I mentioned, they're going through Chrysler's curriculum where they're going to take apart every one of the Chrysler engines. They're going to learn how to diagnose them and how to repair them.
Now, if this shows I know nothing about engines, so bear with me on this. If I learned about Chrysler engines and then I worked somewhere else, are engines pretty similar? Like you could branch over to the next kind of engine?
Yes, they are.
It's just not specific. I mean, it is specific to Chrysler.
There are certain things that are different, but if you talk about it in a general term, either an engine is gasoline powered or diesel powered or some other fuel source, and then the other classification for engines is whether the camshaft which operates the valves is located in the engine block or on top of the cylinder heads. The Viper engine is a cam and block engine, whereas the new line of four cylinders, those are overhead cam engines.
Okay.
And then engines obviously are classified by how many cylinders they have.
Right.
4-cylinder and a V10 and V8s as far as the 4.7 and the Hemi.
Now, is there still an engine in this car behind us?
This Viper runs.
Yeah, so we do work on it in the car as well as out of the car.
Correct.
Too. And that car over there then still has its engine. What would typically a student be looking at in a car that's got the hood open and it's, you've got some clamps on it for the battery and so forth? What would they typically be doing on that car?
A whole number of things. When we take a walk over there in a little bit, I'm going to explain what I've got hooked up on it. But
fair enough.
These vehicles can be used and are used in all of those 8 categories that I mentioned. In fact, when they're in engines class, not only do they take the engines apart, but they take engines out of vehicles and they have to put them back in. If you had been here a few weeks back, we had the Chrysler Sebring in here, and the students had taken apart had the engine and transmission out and separated. The whole front fascia was off the car, and a week later they came back to put it back together and drove the car out.
Wow. Success.
So, yes.
That is terrific. So these engines go with this car over here. What about all this back